Here are 3 quick tips on how you can keep your energetic space clean. But before we get there, please like this video, subscribe to this channel, and hit that notification bell so you do not miss out on any of my content. So, with that being stated, let's get cultivating. Alright, so let's take a breather. Number 1 is going to be discovering what is yours and what is theirs. So if you're not familiar with this term, this is something that is widely used in a lot of trauma practices, abuse, narcissistic relationships, things like that. We're gonna go through a little exercise. It's just very brief. What I want you to do is take a deep breath. Now, imagine that you are having a great day. Sun is shining, you feel great, everything's just kind of flowing for you. You look good, you got your confidence, okay? And you're like, you know what? I gotta go to the grocery store. You get to the grocery store and the place is playing some music and you're like, Africa. You stop your cart, grab a little item, and put it in your cart. Then all of a sudden, someone comes around the corner. Excuse me, you are in my way. So rude. Odd. And you were not expecting that at all. What do you feel inside? Heaviness, of thickness, of like, ugh. Like, who pissed in your friggin' Cheerios, bro? You know? That wasn't very nice of that person to say, right? They were very disrespectful and rude to you. And projecting. Yours was the high vibe, you're dancing, okay? Don't dance like that in public though, all right? But you're dancing, you're just fucking being you. And that's you, that's yours. So if you are a person who is empathic, sensitive, or just someone who hasn't come across how to put up a bubble, this is gonna happen to you a lot. A lot, like all the freaking time. It is exhausting. So now that you know how to decipher between your energy and their energy, you can also learn how to put up a protective bubble around yourself. That means envisioning in your mind and feeling in your space this golden, white, light, protective bubble that goes around you. It extends probably about 3 or 4 feet out. And that's a practice that it's a little difficult to do at first, but the more you do it, the easier it gets, and you can instantly just pull it up in any negative situation, any negative encounter with someone else. 1, it stops you from taking on other people's bullshit, because people love to throw their bullshit on you. Just not take accountability, and they're like, fuck it, this is yours. It's also gonna help you say no. My boundary says no. Computer says no, okay? Computer says no. It's a terrible accent for it, but if you know what I'm talking about, there it is. Eventually, with enough practice, you're gonna get to the point where somebody who is even close to you can literally say something really hurtful to you. And your response used to be outlashing back at them. How dare you? But now you're like, huh, if you want to be that way, go ahead, but I don't accept it. That is a boundary. That is your protective bubble. I have a hair stuck to my eyelash. So we're gonna move on to number 2. Number 2 is not letting undesired or undesirable situations set you back. This applies to whenever a situation occurs that you perceive as negative. And for an example, let's say you're driving to work and someone fender benders your car. You've got a lot of shit to deal with now because you were just on your way to work to go deal with work shit. But now you've got to call the insurance company, the police, check this, blah, blah, all this stuff, right? You got a whole slew of shit thrown at you that you weren't asking for. There are people out there who are going to take that moment and just let it fucking simmer within themselves and continuously be pissed about it for like fucking 17 years, still bringing that shit up at family fucking reunions. You remember that time that I was hit by that person, and then fucking no one cares anymore, okay? Let it go, Susan. All right? Let it go. Then there are people who are gonna be like, ugh, that fucking sucks. But are you okay? Do you have any, like, are you hurt? I'm okay. Yeah, no, let's exchange information, and you know, I'm really glad that nobody got hurt, because this could have been way worse. You know, this could have, like, I'm thankful, I'm glad that it was just minor damage to your car and minor damage to mine. And you know, I get emotional with this because I've had family members close to me get into really bad car accidents, so I know how traumatic they can be, and I still had to keep a really positive outlook during that. So being able to choose the option where, yeah, the situation sucks, but it's not going to ruin your day. There's just a little bit of extra stuff you got to deal with, but you know you could handle it because you have literally made it through 100% of the days you didn't think you could survive. I don't think we give ourselves enough credit for that. Like, do you give yourself credit for that? I know there was a point in my life where I didn't. There was a point in my life where if anything just plopped in there, I didn't see it as like an opportunity to look for something grateful. I didn't see it as a growth opportunity. I didn't see it as, thank you, universe, for potentially getting me a new car. It was just a dumb shit, like a Jurassic pile of shit, and I just fucking rolled around in it. But when that shift occurs for you, and you're here viewing content like this and the other people, you're gonna see that these situations are not something that is going to break you. You don't have to dwell on it for a really long time. It's a little bit of a form of detachment, and that's different from disassociation. Detaching from that as such a heavy burden is a great way to protect your mental status. My goodness, mental state, and to keep your energy field as clean as possible through these difficult situations. You really have to dig deep within yourself, which I know you can, and pull out that strength. Really throw your faith into the universe and say, hey, my car's fuckered. I've got to go through this crap, but maybe this is a good thing. Okay, I'm going to keep that faith that this is a good thing. We're going to move on to number 3. So, had to take a quick snack break and a drink break. But number 3 is going to be surrounding yourself with joy. One thing that I have done for myself, and I've actually suggested to other people numerous times, is finding something in your life that brings you joy. Even if it's for 5 minutes. Even if you have to pull up your phone for friggin' 30 seconds and watch a cat video, you watch those kitties, okay? Them's little cutes, and them's are gonna make yous feels happiest. I promise I'll never do that again, okay? But there, you know, it's finding things like that, or going for a walk and just really immersing yourself in the moment, in the nature, looking at the birds and listening to them, or if it's exercise for you, do that too. Anything that brings you joy. The true joy is like the laughter, the high vibration, the thing that comes from here. Where you feel it come from this heart center, that is going to be your joy, and that's going to bring you out of that moment. It's really going to take you out. So that moment of joy is going to help realign you to your highest path, your clear energy. It's going to make you feel a lot lighter, which is always beneficial. And when you are in the vibration of joy, you are going to call in more abundance. However that is for you, because abundance shows up differently for everyone. We all have different desires, wants, needs, however it is. And it's extremely helpful to remember that where your focus goes, your energy flows. If you're constantly thinking about the negative things, that's what's gonna go on. If you're constantly thinking about the happy things, well, you're gonna start to pick up more on the happy stuff. My hair is bothering the crap out of me, but I'm just gonna brush it off. So those are just 3 quick, but not so quick, you know, how it turned out tips on things that I use every single day, knowing that I'm gonna be able to make it through that moment and any others that come my way. It worked out for me, and I want to share it with the world. Just want to remind you that you are loved, you are worthy, you are valued, and the world does need your light. There's no other person on this planet like you. Thank you for being here. Please go ahead, like this video, subscribe to this channel, and hit that notification bell, okay? So that way you do not miss out on the content I release, and I will see you here next time on the Starlight Psyche. Have a great day.